approve a couple of minutes from our November 2nd and the December 7th, 2021 meetings. Do I hear any objections, corrections, or altercations of either of these minutes? Hearing none, I would move that we approve the November 2nd, 2021 minutes of the Historic Preservation Commission and the December 7th, 2021 minutes of the Historic Preservation as reported. Do I hear a second? John Reardon has seconded. Any discussion on this? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? The ayes have it. All right, I would like to change a little bit of the agenda tonight. I'd like to bring Karen Burns on to give us a report on our new HPO, our new Historic Preservation Officer. Karen, you have the floor. You might want to turn your microphone on too, Karen.
I'm doing great. You're on speakerphone with the Historic Preservation Commission.
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
So she's looking forward to meeting you all, and if you could keep scrolling, Josh, I can't control it from my side. We have a picture of Kate, so you all can meet her virtually.
I'm very much looking forward to meeting all of you.
Keep going to the end. All right.
Karen, thank you for doing the meeting for me.
Yeah. So hopefully Kate will be here. This is Kate, everyone. You're on the screen now, Kate. Oh gosh. We're looking forward to it. We're preparing her room for her, so when she does arrive, she will be welcomed into her new office, and we're very excited for her to join us. And I think that some of you may have met her or know her from other doings here in Montana, but she's with the Montana History Foundation right now. She has worked in Virginia City and in the city of Great Falls. So Kate, we're welcome aboard, and
thank you.
We'll look forward to seeing you soon. This is going to be a quick meeting for us tonight, we believe. So I'm gonna hang up on you, but I know you're watching us.
Oh, good. I just wanted to say, yeah, I'm really honored to have the job, and I can't wait to begin, and I can't wait to meet all of you.
Well, thank you for your application, and obviously the cream has come to the top, and we appreciate Karen and John Reardon for being on this search committee, and we have a great history of a very nice and very well-qualified HPOs, and we welcome you to the fold.
Oh,
thank you very much.
So
All right.
All right.
Thank
Thanks,
you so
Kate.
much.
We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Okay, talk soon. All right, bye-bye.
Thank you.
That's good news that we're going to fill that position, and I'm sure that we will applaud your decision, and we look forward to having her on board. All right, tonight, is there any public comment on any items on the agenda? Seeing none, we'll move on to our brief but meaningful agenda. We have a demo, well, actually, we've got an update on our 57 West Platinum demo. This was the one that we kind of categorized as a wood butcher's house and garage, and the owner is intending to restore and refurbish the existing house. Karen, would you give us a quick update, please?
Sure. I just wanted to let the commission know that all of the demolition that was scheduled has taken place already. They were able to leave quite a few of the elements that they thought were charming to them, that they thought added to a little bit of the charm of the house, and they weren't necessarily historic elements, but they left the little, I guess you would call it, it almost looks like a little alcove or a little, what would you call that?
A niche?
Yeah, something like that, or what do they call that when a pergola kind of arrangement over the sidewalk and entrance into the yard. So that, they did leave that piece, and it does look it looks charming, I think. But, so they are working on the rest of the demolition. They're gonna do some site grading, things like that, repairs to the roof, repairs to the siding where it was damaged, and those kinds of things with the demolition. So, and that's just on that one east side. So it's gonna look great when it's complete. So, they're moving ahead, and I think that that's a great, thing to happen there on Platinum Street.
Great. Any comments on that project from the commission? I know I've driven by and I didn't see the full house demo, but I did see the garage was removed, and it looks like they're moving forward, and it's a good time of the year to get that done. The foundations, obviously, if there is one, needs to be removed, and I would imagine that's going to take place. Okay, well, we can move on to our typical CLG yearly application. I know that it's an important part of what we've done here in Silver Bow as far as historic preservation. And Karen, would you like to review that with us?
Yes, so the grant application is very similar to the grant application that we submitted last year. In fact, it's pretty much the same because the activities haven't changed. The amount of funds that we can apply for again are $6,000, and we're asking for that exact same amount. And our budget is basically stayed the same because we're showing all the matching funds of your time, of others' time, of the office space, and all of the other activities that we complete as part of this grant application. So we are going to, with your review and approval, we will be submitting it to the Council of Commissioners for their review and approval tomorrow night, and their signature, so we can get that off to the State Historic Preservation Office and secure our grant of $6,000. So we are, asking for your review of that. I did receive all of the members' information that we're required to submit. Thank you, Jennifer. I have no idea why I couldn't find it, but I appreciate you responding with that. We were missing just a couple of pieces of information, and I did get all of that in line, so we can go ahead and get this submitted. And then we are, slated to bill for quarterly for these funds to come into the Butte-Silver Bow. It comes in at $1,500 a quarter. That's how the grant funds roll in.
Thank you, Karen. I know that in the past, our members have given you hours of time that they've spent, say when we went out and, well, I didn't, but a lot of our members on the commission did due diligence on several of our requests for demolition and rehab. And I don't know if we've got that together, but I know that in the past we've had a little sheet that we would verify and lay down the hours that we had specifically outside of our meetings, for instance.
Sure.
And Kate Hampton, I don't know if she's still at the state running this, but we did propose and we have submitted the goals of the Historic Preservation Commission. And actually, we're kind of a golden child as far as the state goes, is on this historic preservation and being a CLG community. And I think we have a lot to be proud of that way. I really do. And I have reviewed the application. If all those items as far as addresses of some of our outstanding commissioners have been verified, then I'm ready to sign that whenever you're ready. And I can either come to your office or you can come to mine and we can get that signed. So do I have any other comments from the commission on our CLG grant application for the year? I'm hearing none. I would move that we approve our application for 2022 and 2023 for the Certified Local Government Grant. Do I hear a second? Okay, John Weissel. John Weissel has approved it. He has seconded the motion. Any further discussion on the motion? And hearing none, I would ask for a vote. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? All right, another year of CLG. Very good. And as I look over here to see our esteemed a member who is on our SARTA board, I want to thank you, Bobby, for serving on that board. Any news on the SARTA situation, anything that we might be interested in the future?
Yeah, and Karen, I apologize for not asking for this to be on the agenda. It
problem.
being my first year, next year perhaps I will do that. But last week, SARTA voted final approval of the grant cycle from 2021. And they approved roughly $450,000 for 23 projects. I believe that probably half of those projects might be coming to us, that they would be altering the facades of historic buildings. So I probably don't need to go through all 23 of them, but for historic preservation, $85,000 was allocated, $17,000 the Mary McLean home facade rehabilitation, $25,000 each to the YMCA and the Exerdance buildings, $8,000 to help preserve the exterior feature at Camp Castle Rock, the Girl Scout, and then $10,000 to help a gentleman renovate the exterior of an apartment building on Trevona, the 600 block of Trevona. So there's really good historic preservation projects, I think. So I think it was a great process and a really lots and lots of very excellent projects.
Thank you, and I didn't mean to get off our agenda, but I think, you know, since we have a short agenda, it was a good discussion to talk about that, and with upcoming submittals to our commission to review, I think it'll be a very good year coming up, and I look forward to a lot of good progress here in Butte-Silver Bow. Well, that's really a kind of wraps up this short meeting. We didn't have a lot on it. You know, by our bylaws, we don't have to have a meeting every month. We don't have to have that by the CLG. But I think we needed to get this grant application solidified, and so that was a formality that we had to do. Okay, we've already had our staff member report previously. Any announcements from the group? I do see some folks from the public coming in. Mitzi, you had an announcement.
Go ahead, Mitzi, I apologize.
It's not really an announcement, well, it sort of is. You know, periodically we, as part of the demolition conditions, are to allow materials for salvage. And I just wanted to let the commission know, if they didn't already, that that is an important part, and we have been able to get some really great materials in the last couple years. Most recently, we got the tin ceiling from the Exerdance building, and we have had a lot of interest from the public in buying that material. They really worked with us very well to accommodate their workers and our schedule to be able to recover it, but we've also recovered in the last year flooring and trim and corbels from buildings and all sorts of material. And so I just want you to know that it's not a trivial condition. It's something that means a lot to Butte CPR, because that money is then turned around and given out as grants as part of our historic preservation program. Grants between $500 and $2,000 to individuals that to do exterior improvements. So I just wanted to let you know that it never fell into a black hole, that these are things that are actually happening, and we're able to recover some really great materials that the public might otherwise not offer us. So thanks a lot to the commission, I'll say.
Thank you, Commissioner Rosalene. I was going to say that I assume that press tin came off the canopy. Is that where it came off of?
It's both the canopy and the, I'll just call it the ceiling. Whether or not it was a ceiling on the first floor, the bottom of the mezzanine or what, I'm not sure, but there was quite a bit of material that came from that as well.
I know when I first restored that canopy and the facade improvement that I did for the halls, that I was able to find a commercial variety of this matching pressed tin. So they still have some of those patterns left to infill existing as well. So this is a great benefit for our restoration community. All right, any other announcements?
I just have a,
Yes, John Weitzel.
I just have a question, as far as the YMCA building.
Oh, there we go. The YMCA building, that has been purchased. And so and then this is the same guy that bought the Extra Dance building?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, there's so many rumors out there right now, so I thought I'd just try to get some clarification. Thank you.
I see we have some public in the house. Any public comment on any items not on the agenda tonight? And we welcome you.
Steve, Mr. Chairman, they are stocking our meeting room.
I see, yeah, okay, all right. All right, that's fine.
You're welcome to make a comment, any of you.
Rah, thank you, we appreciate that. We'll take that as a positive, appreciate that. Well, I know that in our CLG application, it talked about the terms of our various commissioners. Would you like to review that for us to say, see, I think I have one more year, well, you don't have that right now. I think I have a year left on this term. Some other people have 2 or 3 left. So if you have any questions as far as the length of your term and whether you want to re-up or what, well, actually you have to be nominated from the chief executive. Ask Karen, she has that information. Thank you. Okay.
Thank you.
Do I hear anything else from our commission tonight concerning historic preservation or future meetings? The next meeting will be in March. The first Tuesday in March would be our next meeting. We probably have some more projects on the horizon because this is the time of year when people decide they want to do something. I know in my office, people call, you get the calls, if they want to do things. Karen?
Mr. Chairman and members of the commission, the next meeting would be scheduled for March 1st, and that's a Tuesday. And we may have Kate here for that meeting. Her official start date with the Human Resources Department of Butte-Silver is March 7th, but if she is here, she and I have talked about it, she would definitely attend.
If there's, yes, Bobby, did you have something? No.
I was just going to suggest that we could move the meeting 1 week too, possibly. I don't know. Just to be accommodating to her. That's fine with me, but
We'll be in touch.
I'll leave that up to our acting historic preservation officer to either reschedule that meeting from the first Tuesday of the month to the second Tuesday of the month. And if that's amiable to everyone, we'll do it that way. So hearing no other objections, this meeting is adjourned. Thank you.